welcome back to the House of the Unknown.
You can't.
Not COVID edition, but we're Iced In edition. Last time we had to do this, we were iced in. So.
And I was like, he's not watching. Hey, no.
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, are you sure?
Can hear me.
So, welcome back to the House of the Unknown Ice edition. Last time it was COVID edition. And,
No, last time it was Valentine. Then the time before that it was...
It wasn't COVID edition. It was... Well, it's... This time it's like the whole situation of what the whole thing is, so...
Except the situation about the thing, yeah.
Yeah, so...
This, that, and the third.
Oh, yeah. So, we got a great show for you guys tonight, still.
Yeah. So it's a pretty special podcast.
Yes, technically this is a Wednesday, and they don't come out until next Thursday, so, for most of our podcast. My sister here has told me yesterday that the manifestations was the biggest of all because it was 2-2-2-2-2-2.
The Manifestations, isn't it that Motown group?
I don't know what Motown is, but hey, let's party, people.
You can't describe it without getting canceled.
The style music.
No, it's in the 50s and 60s quite a bit, you know.
Well,
It was in Detroit, Motor City, you know. That's why it was called Motown.
Anyways, Nani, can you explain why yesterday was a big deal? Not only for history for most of us folks, that it was exactly 2-2-2-2-2-2, but it was I guess you would what did you call it? It was like a mirror day.
Yeah, it's mirror, so you had to be positive. Hopefully you were positive because whatever happened on that day because of all the twos, then it was an exact reflection of each other. So whatever you did yesterday, like in your attitude, right? So if you were positive, negative. Yeah, it was more of a reflection. That won't happen again for a long while.
There's a lot of things. There were a lot of things testing me last night, especially at work. So I tried to.
You overcome, didn't you?
Well, I did come last night, but hey.
You needed to quit again.
But, yeah, it was just a reflection because of all the twos. Because no matter if you looked at it this way, it was all 2-2-2, or if you flipped it,
2-2. So, but yes,
like high that song.
yeah. Oh, this is also the snoring edition. My brother's asleep. Yeah, it was the chair. So you'll hear a couple of snores, which I think this is like the era of Hannah St. videos of being snored at. So, because you can hear it in most of my videos now, is you can hear someone snore in the background. So, hopefully by next year, there'll be no snoring.
Well, at least it's only February then.
Why you look like a robot, David? You're sitting there like...
Because I can't find a comfortable place in this chair.
You look like the E-Trader baby. Every time, because like yours like lags out a bit, so every time it looks like you're like one of those AI bots. So yes, also this video is sponsored by Hannah St. Prime Plus Squared. Always till we get a real sponsor. Looking at you, Milos. Get all instant access of all Hannah St. Prime Plus Squared stuff. For less than $3. David, would you say that's a great deal? A streaming service for less than $3?
I'd say that's pretty smacking.
With all original content? It slaps, bro. It's so cheap that David doesn't subscribe to me.
They don't pay me enough on this channel. I'd settle for a comped subscription.
Oh, yeah. Well, he is the subscription himself. He's part of the service, so he's on there. If you want to see some of his bandmate stuff, it's on there.
Really?
It's all original content, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you want to see David's channel, him play the Macarena, you can. Yes. All original content. There is a new tier on the Insane Prime Plus Squared as a $10 subscription.
My cheek right now.
Huh?
You said there was a new tier. I said it was rolling down my cheek right now.
There's a new tier. It is a Celestial Skies tabletop RPG that I've been working on for quite a couple of years. It's just kind of helped to keep the ball rolling since I got a job and everything else. It's kind of hard to focus on a lot of things at once. So this will kind of help me, like, hey, I can work less while working more on the things that you guys want to see. If that makes sense. So also, we got a great show tonight. Nani, what do we have on the itinerary?
Dear one.
And because it's such a special podcast, we have live with us this evening, Dear Woman.
And and then live of us, we found her boyfriend, Dear John.
Isn't it John Deere?
No, it's that movie, Dear John.
That's the track. They're silly. Is it the one with
I think John Cusack or Keanu Reeves, maybe.
Oh, I thought it was the High School Musical dude. Formed in Blue.
I'm pretty sure it's
Zac Efron.
John Cena's dude. What's his name?
Oh no, Dear John was about
He was that one dude with Amanda Seyfried. What's his name?
John what?
Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
I know Channing Tatum and Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dear John.
Okay.
I've never seen that.
You never seen Dear John?
Neither, but now that I'm on my computer, I can fact check.
I got fact checked it up. But we also have a couple of extra small stories to begin with. I don't know if you guys recently saw the video. What?
Why does she look so concerned?
Because I didn't research anything else but Dear Woman.
Okay, well, this is my thing. I mean, I saw this was pretty interesting, so chill out.
Yeah, so we can just tune out for a little bit.
Yeah, so... but recently I saw on the... it went on the internet by, like, wildfire and stuff, and I don't know if you guys saw the video about, like, all these, like, 1,000 birds that just randomly fell from the sky.
You talked about it, but I've never seen
it. Okay. Alright.
Caprese sound.
Caprese sound. Alright, guys. This is a Inside Edition. House falling down from the sky. Hey, why are you scratching me? That hurt.
Hundreds of birds
Oh my
literally
God.
falling from the sky into a neighborhood. What on earth was going on?
It's perfectly calm when suddenly this happens. A flock of black birds swirl to the ground. It's like nothing you've ever seen
Wait,
before.
they flew
Hundreds
to
of
the ground.
birds appear like a plume
Yeah,
of black
some of them
smoke.
kept flying.
A moment
Like a
later,
lot of them.
many of them fly off, but lots are killed on impact. The video was caught on
Oh,
a
they
surveillance
did?
camera in Mexico. So what's going on here? There is speculation the birds were hit by toxic fumes or electrocuted. But this expert says they were likely under attack by a predator.
My best guess is this is a predator. This is a hawk or a falcon that's come in into the
It's
flock.
Whatever the cause, it's
Geraldo.
That it is.
That it is. You know it's season. Alright, so, but we all know about how most of that is Manish is.
Was it a pterodactyl?
No.
Crossover from last week's episode.
Crossover. So, so there's been like, you know, like insane theories going on about what's the deal. David, what's your explanation about this whole flock of birds just dropping like a bucket of water falling down on the sky on a wet t-shirt contest?
You made it sound like they just dropped, like all of them dropped dead, like they just stopped working. But they were definitely like in movement in a flying pattern. And it's kind of like, you know, whenever people get trampled in the east, in the, you know, the Southwest Asian places where pilgrimages are popular for religious purposes. So you just have a lot of people moving in one direction and, you know, the mob mentality. So I think those, there were some casualties because you know, they were obviously fleeing something.
Nani, what's your opinion
Right.
on this?
Mob mentality.
I thought maybe a big gust of wind, but then they
that's
said
true.
they were dead. And I was like, well, birds aren't real anyway, so
Once they fly into the ground at that speed, you know, it could be very traumatic.
it could have been wind, but I don't know. But especially if they were just perched on top of the live wire thing, maybe a big gust of wind, they all were electrocutors. It just all.
Well, they would have to make contact with something that was touching the ground or cross the phases of the wires and create a ground that way.
Maybe there was
Those are the.
Maybe they're like the spark in the thing.
Ernest
I mean,
Hemingway. It wasn't Mexico, so I'm not saying that Mexico is underdeveloped, but
Did you just say Ernest Hemingway?
yes.
Why?
Anyways, here's
You know who
a
that is.
here's a nice little follow-up video in the whole situation. So, this is from my my favorite channel, the No Nobodies or Just Nobodies. They have a lot of theories about, you know, Pixar's and stuff mainly, but this time they sometimes like to go outside the obscura and, you know, try to do other things, but they've also seen about the bird. So
Remember the crazy theory about how birds are not real?
Yeah, Operation Water the Country.
Yeah, exactly. Operation Water the Country, where ex-CIA agent Eugene Price took all the birds and he changed them into surveillance drones.
Well, apparently based on the interview with Eugene Price,
They
it was
told you
happening
birds aren't
during the
real.
Cold War.
Well, recently there was an incident that may have just provided a little more evidence for the theory.
What do you mean?
So in Mexico, ABC News actually caught this on camera where hundreds of birds just fell right out of the sky. It's not like they fell out of the sky nicely and landed. They literally fell down and some of them never got up. It's almost like someone hit the reset button on the birds and they just all malfunctioned.
Wait, what the heck is this?
Literally all of the birds are falling.
So, the history that birds aren't rare. Warning, this is disturbing content, the only way properly explained in words. Chapter 1, Why? When asked to write unbread history of organizations taken back and frustrated myself, I realized I had not yet done a cute job of giving details on how and who and etc. To write something conscious and accurate and free of error. I just really boring right here in the part. It's just talking about, you know, that's my work, da 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 da. But in 1947, what?
Ask a question. Okay. So, you know, they say birds aren't real because CIA came and killed all the birds and whatever. We own 2 parakeets, and when they died, are you telling me they weren't real this whole time? They were robots.
Who am I? What am I? My baby, my parakeet Jasper died. Okay, well here, listen up, Blitch. Okay. my theory is, I feel like we do have unseen technology that the government does hide from us. There are some inside stories that does help control the weather, help control the population.
Say that. Yeah, okay, I know that. But if you look at robots from the 60s, don't you think the birds would have been like weird looking and more mechanical because in the
Okay,
60s,
so
they
okay,
don't-
shh.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
Not
okay.
all types-
I was
robots
gonna
are
wait. I
like-
was gonna wait until the end. All right, chill.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so let me just say, okay, we all know Walt Disney. You know Walt Disney. Hey, look
Yeah,
at
we
me.
went to high school.
Look at me.
I am looking at you. I am
No, you're
looking
not.
at
You're just
you.
playing with your damn slime.
Shut up. I am
Okay, Walt Disney, and you know his team of engineerings, the Imaginary Engineers.
That's fine.
They were able to create functioning robots pretty well done, and they're still done to today to make a meal to be as real as possible.
But they're always breaking down.
Okay, shh, let me talk, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
I'll
so
take my
they're saying that a couple of those engineering people, were stopped by the FBI, CIA, whatever you call it, one of the secret services, and they were there to create. But then again, it was during the Cold War, which was in the 40s, and the Imaginary thing doesn't really make sense because, that was like around the 60s, so that's the one weird theory but at the same time, Avenged Mechanics, are, you don't know how secretive people are. Like,
But there's been dead birds out in our backyard that haven't buried.
okay,
They
I
have
feel like you say that there's been dead birds. Okay, they put them
But-
amongst the crowd.
What are you talking about? The birds that Emma has attacked and killed, I've had to bury them. They've had bones and feathers and
Okay, just because those are real birds doesn't mean that there's not fake birds out there too.
I'm not saying there probably isn't fake birds. They make those fake camera birds, whatever. But I'm saying everybody, the deal is they think the government went around, shot every single bird.
Okay, well that one was stupid because I feel like they made their own flock of birds. I mean, we used birds for a lot of things, pigeon couriers, and your parrots that supposedly perished.
They're parakeets.
Yeah, all you needed to do was reinsert new batteries, and you would have had new
And the-
parrots.
And the hurt pigeon that Kitty attacked in Denver that I had, Pidgeot, was certainly real. There was blood everywhere.
Anyways,
I'm sorry.
in 1947, the CIA was found a responsibility to watch and survey thousands of Americans suspected doing communist things and orchestrated such a staking epidemic. And went almost 5 years, a few found guilty of any real crimes. However, it became clear in the 1950s the threat of communism was going to be on the rise. The border of the system needed to track individual suspects. Such activity fears encouraged. 1951, Julius and Ethel Rosenberg wrongly arrested, convicted for espionage in the United States, accusing and spying on behalf of the Soviet Union, the big boy communist people. The highly publicized event that gave the government a small window to imply a new program called the CCTV surveillance cameras in the areas of the high Russian immigrants. Every time I'm talking, trying to be louder and louder, Kai gets louder. This went a few years. In 1953, Alan Dulles made the first civilian director, Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, which made his mission to ramp up surveillance program. And the bank a slingshot of thousands of dollars security in one big. He knew the possibilities of camera program. And of April 15th, right before 90's birthday, 1956, the President Dwight Eisenhower proposed a plan to put cameras in the sky, aka drones, April 15th, yeah.
You said that was before my birthday? My birthday's the day before.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. You said before date or before Donnie's birthday.
Yeah, before your birthday.
April 15th, the day after my birthday.
In 1958. I'm trying to bail you out.
Eisenhower approved the idea and asked him to return and figure out the location, meeting of various members of the inner circle, discuss plan of more indoctrinate cameras that are weakened in 1956. I mean, this could happen during the Imagination team from, because it does say 1959 to 1971. So...
Did you see that pigeon that saluted Putin?
Say what?
Did you ever see that video of that pigeon that saluted Putin?
That slither pooped?
Oh, it saluted.
Oh, that saluted Putin. Yeah, that's fake.
Oh, that was fake, but this is real. Okay.
It does make sense now. Okay. About this whole thing. Maybe Walt Disney wasn't part of the whole.
Maybe. They think he was communist.
I mean, okay, here, let's do this. Operation. I don't know how to spell operation. Water. The country.
Water?
Oh, look, here's a 3-minute documentary.
As human beings, we must be able to question everything.
Ugh.
The meaning of life. How did we get here?
Be nice.
How birds were created by the United States government to spy on its citizens.
And how I look like a
I know that
virgin.
you're in shock.
Hey, no.
Very
no.
off-putting fact. But let me answer a few common questions by the sheeple.
Hey, I'm a virgin.
Birds, like emus and penguins, were failed prototypes from the 1970s. After realizing that these designs were a lost cause, the CIA shipped both of the two flightless birds to the most isolated continents in the world, Australia and Antarctica. Where do you normally see birds? That's right, power lines. These foul drones sit on America's
They think
power,
they're charging.
leading a circuit between its 2 feet, charging their batteries. Along with birds, what else does the government control?
That guy's staring at that
Oh,
woman.
that's right, the drug cartels. Birds migrate to Central and South America to smuggle drugs by air into America. This is the stealthiest way to transport illegal goods, ignoring the ground and border controls. Before the 1950s, birds used to be able to live and fly freely. Now, all the living birds are deceased. How did America do it? How could the United States seamlessly kill nearly 10 billion birds? Buckle up, patriots. It's a wild ride. In 1953, Alan Welsh Dulles was declared director of the CIA. His mission? To eradicate all living birds. First, he relocated $65 billion from the public health budget to a secret project. Then, in 1955, Dulles acquired 120 B-52 bombers from the Boeing Airplane Company. He sent those bombers to Area 51, along with sending 21 Boeing engineers. They began work on the B-52B, with the B standing for bird. These aircraft replaced the bomb bays on the
David's
B-52
laugh.
with 450-gallon water tanks. Using these tanks, the pilots can drop gallons of deadly bird toxin to slaughter thousands of aves. And thus begun Operation Water the Country in 1959, where uninformed pilots flew across the nation, deploying a virus so deadly to birds that they would die and disintegrate in 24 hours. While thousands of birds died, the CIA released early robot bird prototypes into the environment. The operation went covertly until October 1st, 1963, where John F. Kennedy overheard Dulles in conversation about the bird extinction. When Kennedy questioned him, Dulles showed him the Turkey X-500, a prototype that was able to kill larger birds like falcons and eagles. While Kennedy was impressed, he still did not agree with these killings. He ordered to end the operation. After about a month, John F. Kennedy was dead. Conspiracy? I think not. After his assassination, not a single president, from Lyndon Johnson to Donald Trump, opposed the Great Bird Massacre. The massacre occurred until 2001, where the last living bird died. That same year, George W. Bush signed the Patriot Act, enabling the government to spy on its citizens. This was the final piece of the puzzle for the massacre. Now, the bird drones are at full force, watching your every move. Now that you are educated in the Great Bird Massacre, you must now spread the word, tell everyone you know, and go to birdsaren'treal.com for more information.
Okay, so all those baby birds that you went and saved and everything, those were all just little.
You know that video is a satire, right? If the logistics that would have to happen to systematically kill all the birds, to give them fuel supply, to store all of the data that they're collecting when they're surveilling.
I'm gonna look at that website, see if it's real.
Oh, it's real, son. It's as real as birds.
Birdsaren'treal.com. This is a website called Birds Aren't Real. The movement. Who are we? The Birds Aren't Real movement, active since 1976.
I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
We all remember where we were when that happened. But what if I told you that something far greater was
Like
at
how he
play in
made
this
it look
very
old.
moment? A side
Right.
of government corruption so entrenched in our society that to expose it would make Watergate a mere footnote in the pages of history.
For the last few years, my team and I have been investigating the biggest crime ever perpetrated on the American people.
This looks fake.
Yes, I agree.
There's no way.
Hey, look, there's Critical Role. We can watch that.
Oh my god. You know,
I think people who are
birds aren't real person.
People who do this birds aren't real thing are critical trolls.
Critical Troll. Poultrygate.com.
Because hey, now really think about it. Think of their animatronics back then.
Nani, I seen Five Nights at Freddy's. It's real.
Oh my god. Look at the robots that they've got. At least today, this day and age, they've got robots that kind of look like us. They still are a little off, but they kind of look almost like us. So imagine the robots back then. They couldn't get it. They were...
I just realized I was on that website for the history of why. Look, I'm on that website right now. Birds Aren't Real, and I clicked on their website.
This is the same era of World War. So, I mean, it's like, it's just not feasible, honestly. And
Blah,
you
blah,
can't
blah, blah.
get...
All right, Nani. What? Pay attention. What are you doing?
I was looking at stuff. Dang.
I think it's on to our main topic of the day. Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Are you not going to tell the
You're
trailer?
just bringing up random ass authors. You said Ernest Hemingway earlier. Then you said Nathaniel Hawthorne.
He's trying to impress you, David.
Greta T. Tarkovsky.
It's not even fucking close.
No, I can't show the trailer because it's due to copyright.
Oh, not even a little bit? Okay.
Alright, fine. I'll show a little bit, I guess.
Flagged. So we don't have to record the rest of this because we're going to get flagged.
Alright.
Don't show it.
Oh, John Landis. He's the guy that did the Blues Brothers, I think.
Whoa. Nudity.
Was that Tom Hanks?
No. This is a low budget movie.
Hey, it's your sister.
My name is Veronica Mars. Hadouken. Yes. Oh, snap. You're beautiful. Hadouken. I'm a man.
What was that a Caprese Salad?
She's like, huh? I don't know what I'm looking at here. You're looking at your own dick. Oh. These deers are out of control. I'm walking, looking around. Hello, can we look at this deer?
I thought the woman was supposed to be attractive. She looks like a witch
she is.
that's really strong.
She was attractive at this time.
Maybe she's just charming.
Hey, I like you. Oh, snap, son. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. Oh. FBI, open up. Running away. Jumping. Kicking. Flying. Hitting. Deer woman. Gobble, 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 gobble. Masters of Horror, baby.
That looks off.
Well, it was our only representation at the time, so...
Yeah, David, way to sit there and tear down Native's reputation.
Oh, gosh, it has nothing to do with that.
You're screaming extremely loud, Nani. You're like, yeah!
I really am. Okay. What's happening?
I mean, you speak loudly so we all can hear, because you do seem low, but you don't have to yell. She's just like sounding like a crowd. Yeah. 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2, 2.
You keep doing that.
Obviously, she forgot about that video. 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2, 2. Anyways, Nani, who do we just see and what is it?
Deer woman. She's a mythical creature. Native American. So I learned she's more known from the South natives. So natives in the South, our stories were
The dirty South.
like Hannah said. She loves going to powwows. So that's where she can meet her man.
See anything?
Oh, when we were little, we're not allowed. Okay, at powwows, there's rules that we can't be sitting there running around in the dark because then the Hanus come out during.
What's a Hanu?
A Hanus is like, it's our word for like a boogeyman, like little people, fear hunters, things that come out at night that will come, and a lot of like little people, they'll carry off little kids. But the Cherokees think they're good luck. But
You said a
everyone
bunch of
else,
little people? Like Vern Troyer?
no. But my great great grandma didn't like midgets because
It's a slur.
Hold on, Nani. Dogs are barking.
Wait, is that? I can't say that.
I think it is.
I got a hold of her.
Now it is.
My wild's the dog though. Tell me when him.
Okay.
Brent riled the dogs up?
Mom riled the dog.
Is it because she didn't get her peanut butter sandwich?
Ain't nothing going.
I made her one.
You make her a goober sandwich.
Did she bring it back? It's too dry.
It's all funny. Anyways,
She looks
Nani,
like mine.
continue on. What?
No, I didn't hear that comment he made. What?
I said, your mom's like my mom.
Oh.
Bitch.
Well, since I call you,
She's a nice lady. So the Hanus come out, you're not supposed to run around until she goes to powwows to pick up victims.
yeah. Or so legend has it, in our tribe, there was no good to her at all, and so she would just kill. She would go and I don't know technically the exact behind why she only targets men. But
Because she's a woman?
maybe. She kind of reminds me of Medusa, if you think about it. But everybody... Medusa. Oh. Because if you look in her eyes, apparently this is all new. I didn't know about this. If you look in her eyes, then she'll captivate you. And so, but our story goes when we were younger, so we can't run around in the dark. So our camp, we always have to go either to the camp or to the house. So, but now that's older. So we were sent to bed, and they had a 49 contest, which is it's a dry campground, so you can't drink, but normally people drink. But she was there. When people, you're not supposed to look at people's feet. If that's the exact reason why. Yes, it's deer hooves.
But if you see deer hooves, then you would know to avoid her.
Yeah, but it's still kind of weird, isn't it? See a random woman there, beautiful random woman, and you look down, she's got deer hooves. Not weird?
Yeah, but you're not allowed to look down.
It's just because we were always told.
It's just mainly a rule of like
You'll see something you don't want to see.
we get told a lot of things from our childhood not to, and if we ask why, it's because they just say we were also told not to do it, so we just. And it's always about like respect our elders type situation of like, hey, this is our situation, and you look like exactly this is like your chatterbait mode.
Well, I'm trying to go to sleep.
Does that mean I get to have a free show if I put enough tokens in?
Oh, yeah.
What's Chatterbait?
It's my second source of income.
That is where he can afford that guacamole scoop.
Sound like Nani.
This is how he can afford that extra scoop of guacamole on Chipotle.
But no, that's thanks to your mom's gift card.
$5.
$5 for the tea. Anyways, but yeah, we just been told just to do what we are told. Like, we're not allowed to pick up hail. Don't know why, but people do it anyways.
You're not
But
supposed to put it in your mouth. You're not supposed to
Well, yeah, you would want to eat it off the grass.
There's a lot of people who will eat it.
they're like free ice.
Basically. Just like our cousin was trying to make smoothies out of our snow.
Oh, well, that's different.
No, it isn't. It's still got, especially the first snow, it's got pollution in the air and stuff.
I remember as a kid, I would set a bowl outside. My grandma told me about setting a bowl outside to catch snow, and like you let the snow fall in the bowl, and then you make snow ice cream, like with vanilla extract and stuff.
Yeah, you could have done that like years ago, but within our ozone now.
Yeah.
I mean, years ago, this was like a while ago. Yeah.
You said your grandma.
Yeah, I did it. I did it with her though.
You ate snow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You roll around in it. Who's crazier?
First of all, no, it's a blessing, and yeah, you do roll around in it because it's a blessing from.
We don't eat it.
Exactly.
It was a blessing.
Anyway, so, dear woman.
You don't look down at her feet. Yeah, that's what we were. And you go straight to. Okay, so you were sent straight to bed.
Okay, yeah, that's just what we heard. They were freaking out because their woman was at the shower. She was dancing. But I do have some articles because I mean, like, nobody's like in our immediate families had an encounter with her. not like we did with Bigfoot and most people. So,
Because they'd be dead, right?
if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone.
Don't be seeking out trouble when it's not necessary.
But, so it says, Deer Woman, sometimes known as Deer Lady, which we've never called her Deer Lady, is a spirit of Native American mythology, which is, she's still alive, but okay, whose association and qualities vary depending on the situation and relationships to women, children, and men, who are respectful to women and children. That I've never heard. I've heard that she just killed all men. So she is vengeful and murderous, known to lure these men to their death. But however, those who harm men, women, and children, she is known as vengeful and murderous, and known to lure these men to their death. She appears either as a beautiful young woman with deer feet or a deer. That is true. I have heard that she can shapeshift. So if there's a white-tailed deer up there, next thing you'll see.
Oh,
You keep on cutting out.
No.
I don't know. You keep on
you
going
probably have
quiet.
to yell.
Well,
Maybe because the hair's all on your microphones.
Okay. So Deer Woman stories are found in multiple indigenous American cultures, often told to young children or by young adults. Like, I remember this one time we were up in cattle country, and I was crying. I think I was tired or something, but I wouldn't settle down. That's what Mom and Dad, they kind of threatened me because we were out of powwow and stuff, and they said, you need to be quiet or Deer Woman's going to come and get you because she likes crying kids. So, but I don't remember after that, but yeah, so I had to be quiet and stuff because they said if you leave a kid in the car, then she'll come and she'll take it off. She'll take off with the child. So that's another reason you don't follow fireflies. They'll make you laugh. That's another story. So, Deer Woman's stories are found in multiple indigenous American cultures, often told to young children, young adults, and preteens in communities. So, Ojibwe, Ponca, Cherokee, Ogie, Seminole, Choctaw, Oto, Osage, there's another tribe of them, the Iroquois, and the Iroquois. And those are the only ones that have documented Deer Woman sighting. Ojibwe tradition, she has been banished through the use of chanting and tobacco. So, I don't know what chanting is, but...
It's the guy that acted in that movie, Dear John.
Jay. Other claims that the spells she casts can be broken if one
Spells?
closes the spell.
Ball?
So, other stories and traditions describe the sightings of Deer Woman as a sign of a personal transformation. No, she's dangerous. Stay away from her.
You like cut out. What'd you say?
I said she's dangerous because it said other stories describe sightings of Deer Woman as a sign of personal transformation. No. She's going to kill you. Do you not hear me? Can you...
I mean...
David...
Huh?
Oh my god, David's asleep.
Ball.
I'm not. I'm resting my eye.
The Prince of Darkness.
He's trying to smother a bug.
No, because you said it's not a sign of personal transformation because she's dangerous.
Okay, well, David heard me, so... as a warning, Deer Woman is said to be fond of dancing and will sometimes join communal dance unnoticed, leaving only the drum beating and cease. So they compare her to a siren or a succubus because she lures men in. A lot of times they said if a man who's good to her wife and she means to bring fertility, which I've never heard that. That she just, if she lures you off, that's why they say the one snagging in the dark, because you don't know who you can snatch. So, but she's mostly in the South, but she does like powwows. They see her around still. You just gotta be careful not to look at their feet. So
good to see you around.
But yeah, so she's in some popular cultures, like the movie we just showed you. Monster High made a Deer Woman doll.
Wait, what?
Which I'm trying to get. Yeah, did you not know that?
No, hold on.
Yeah, her name's Dawn Dancer, and I won.
Why would you search YouTube for a doll?
Deer doll, or deer girl.
No, Dawn Dancer. Monster High, Dawn Dancer.
Right here? Dawn Dancer review?
Oh, hold on. Yeah. That's the Deer Woman doll that you created.
What the fuck?
I've been trying to get my hands on her for
That's
years.
fucked up.
She's been trying to get her hands on us.
That's a Deer Woman, Deer Woman Monster High. What the fuck?
Saw the new
It's appropriate. My culture is not your toy.
Hey, look at that Dreamcatcher pack. Hold on, what's it say? Oh, hold on.
I can't say I don't know if it's ICEC. I'm not Choctaw, so I don't know. But that's her first name.
Her killer style, I love it when patterns and fringe and eye popping. Some like my fashion are flexible. Her freaky flaw. It's kind of embarrassing, but I had this effect on masters that make them fall hoof
Wait,
over.
hold on. Let me see what it. I can't see.
I thought that said breast, but it's beast.
Mansters instead of monsters. Mansters. So the okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Dawn Dancer. Dawn Prancer.
Oh, look at that creep pose.
I know, I was about to say, I was about to click on that guy. Oh my god, she naked.
Whoa, that's uncalled for.
Right. Why is she naked in all of these? Why are people putting her naked?
Well,
That's how she
apparently in the
appears.
movie. Remember in the movie,
She took off her top like it was nothing.
I'm kind of curious why this guy has her naked.
I saw the movie and I just wanted to represent.
I don't have my scissors.
I wonder why he's wearing that shirt. And why he has that hairstyle.
He's like, I'm gonna cream.
Why? I think he's
Fontaine, the only one I got of these. I need to.
You won't see this.
And
He's dead. Deer Woman guy.
I can't find her. I have too much stuff. Deer Law. She looks very similar.
Exactly.
Some kind of freckles going on. The box looks like this. This is the international box.
What's up with that porn music in the background, yo?
Artwork. Daughter of Oh Awesome. Here looks like a fantastic. It has Velcro at the back of the neck for the halter, and then.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
No.
What the fuck?
Okay, they already did it wrong because she's got feet instead of hooves.
Guys, check it out.
Oh no, she's got hooves.
No.
Yeah, they're hooves.
Ew.
So awesome. And her heel even. Her shoes
Ew.
it looks like her shoes would fit on anybody. They don't really have extra. But the feet are beautiful.
Okay, this guy's like this guy's creepy sound.
I think that
He's just a doll enthusiast.
I'm not sure. I need to get to that soon.
The action figures.
Color version is really, really nice. He's a really good looking doll.
Whoa!
Oh my god, whoa! She split that guy in half. She split it in half. He split her in half, yo. She's the only brand Boo student I like. I missed buying this in the store last week. This was 6 years ago. Bought this doll.
Yeah, she's been out for a while, and like she went fast, and she's still $100 something, $200.
Black. The plastic seems different. It's gonna be pretty special.
That guy was weird. That guy was way too sensual about that doll. All about Monster High, Dawn Dancer.
No, I don't know about the redhead one. That might be another version, but I just know about the blue haired.
Man, that's fucked up. Damn, Monster High, I thought you were just... My culture is not your whatchamacallit, okay.
Apparently she's named after the Choctaw. Okay. But yeah, and then, you know,
That's crazy. But her flaws is kind of embarrassing. The effect on monsters makes them fall hoof over antlers for me. Unfortunately, they usually end up falling on their heart. Oh shit, because she kills them? Her pet is the birds in the air and the beasts of the field who are my friends. I would not want to cause jealousy, be picking one over the other. That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know there was a Deer Woman toy.
I thought you knew, because I was watching her.
That's crazy as fuck.
But
anyways, continue on going with this whole weird mishap and that guy being all sensual about it.
because Native women across North America are disproportionately vulnerable to violence, accordingly to the U.S.-based Indian Law Resource Center. 1 in 3 Native women will be raped in their lifetime, and 3 in 5 will physically be assaulted. Native women are more than twice likely to be stalked over than other women. Even worse, Native women are being murdered 8 to 10 times their national average. The statistics are stark, and the silence often surrounds the issues affecting Native women. In response, some Native women artists, I guess they're using Deer Woman as a kind of like representation because she's known to kill men. Yeah. So I guess they're changing her story. Not sure about that.
I know recently, back in the Reservation Dogs, they did have a Deer Woman story, which they kind of humanized her a bit, that she says she only killed bad men.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know.
But he was also a child at the time.
Yes.
And he won't go after women.
Yes.
He was a kid. But I don't know. She all men.
Yeah.
So,
but yes.
She's, are you gonna put Mom painting up her?
Huh?
Mom painting up her?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna...
She's so prominent in stories. I think that everyone already knows who she is.
Dang, Kai Snoring's getting louder and louder. I'm sorry, folks. Alright, but yes, is there anything else? Davo, how do you feel about Deer Woman, even though you're falling asleep?
Well awake, thank you.
Prince of Darkness over here. We should probably wrap it up anyways, it's already been an hour.
Yeah, his screen's all black over here.
Mine?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yes, it is.
I don't see it.
Mine's all black then. But yeah, so
The stream that you forgot to close.
no, I closed it.
You probably closed David's. Oh.
There she went.
Yeah, I closed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so no, like, yes, I guess they're using Dear Woman as a hero, but we just need.
David, how do you feel about Dear Woman?
I think it's one of the more interesting legendary things we've talked about.
That show.
What are you doing with your eye?
Caprese salad.
I do have a story, because what we say is don't go looking for something you don't want. Or ain't a trigger warning. Gonna be about older cousins.
About who?
But
who?
Our older cousins.
Gotcha.
But
I still didn't get that.
anyways, I'm gonna tell the story. After we watched the Dear Woman movie and stuff, my older cousin watched it with us and stuff, and he would walk everywhere. And so he made like such a big deal. Oh, Dear Woman's so hot. Oh, blah blah blah. I wanna do things with Dear Woman. I hope Dear Woman comes back to me. Blah, blah, blah. So one night he was walking by the Dead Circus, and he said that he was halfway home, and he kept hearing hooves behind him, and he would turn around, there was nothing there. So he's like, that was weird. So he continued to walk, and when he hit the Dead Circus, the hooves got louder, and they followed him. So he turned around real fast. There was still nothing there, and so he took off running. And that's what Mom and Dad said. They were like, well, you kept sitting there wishing for her and wanting her. And she can hear what you want. So yeah. It was just fun. What he kept saying. He heard him. But yeah, she's a spirit that will always live. Much like, I don't know if it's like, if she ever grows old. So she's got to lure men in somehow. They said if you look in her face, then you'll be captivated by her. So you'll just be willing to follow her into the woods. I didn't hear that. You guys are horny.
I'm always horny, but for anime women.
So if Dear Woman came and looked at you in the face, then looked down.
If Dear Woman was an anime woman, I'd be like, hey, show me your gazobos.
Would you follow her into?
No, I will not follow no random person in the woods.
You don't know that. I don't.
I would know that. That's rule number one.
I think rule number one is to.
First of all, rule number one, why would I be walking in the woods by myself? I'd rather have a buddy
You'll
sister.
Be in the woods. You'll be at the powwow. And then she's like, hang on.
I'd be like, I ain't no simp.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'd be like, okay, this is unreal because no other girl at the powwow will be like, hey now. I'll be like, no, I'm the only ugly fat boy over here.
Okay. No, you're not. There's
Yeah, Kai's there.
Sorry, Kai, if you watched this. Cut this out, Ada. Cut this out, Lacey.
Oh, I don't know why you. I'm the one that's been editing.
Okay, sorry. My bad.
My
But
bad.
yeah, so that's the history of Dear Woman that we've been told. She's just part of the Hanus.
If Dear Woman looked like Fenster, would you follow her?
Maybe.
I know I would.
It's got me thinking, David, huh? You have some underlining things, don't you?
It's a
That's
joke,
okay.
Nani.
It's okay.
He looks like a woman.
It's okay to project, David. It's alright. But yeah, so that's what She comes to Ocho sometimes, and she'll be at Indian Hills. So, a lot of people try not to look at feet. So, but we told our friend Janelle because we were trying to take her to a powwow. And she's like, "No, you guys are little people and big women." And she's like, "I'm not going to a powwow ever." So, I was like, yeah, but if you don't bother them, they won't bother you.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, David, let's play a game. We should summon Deer Woman.
What, does she take a $5.99 too?
No, I was just Cupid.
Oh, he's a cheap one.
Oh yeah, so that's the story behind.
All right. Well, is there anything else?
I mean, if you look on TikTok, there's some Indians that talk about their family members coming across Deer Woman. I guess one I just seen I guess her uncle gave the woman a ride because she was in Dark Road. He said that she had long, straight, beautiful black hair, and she was wearing a jean jacket. And this was in the 70s. She was hitchhiking. He pulled over because it was raining. And kind of like reservation, but asked if she needed a ride, and she goes, "Yeah." So he said he was admiring her and stuff, and then I guess he pulled off, riding, and he got down and seen his feet. And he pulled over, he slammed on brakes, and he said, "Get out! I know what you are. Get out! Get out now!" He said that. She said,
Like a DHS.
no, she hopped out and she went in the woods. He never came back. So he said he moved off home. There's parts of Oklahoma that Indians are down, like Anadarko and like Caddo Country when Dad said there's centaur that runs around there. He says,
David, speaking of Fitstar, I did send you a link on your phone.
Oh my.
But it's Fitstar's friend.
Oh, that male-looking guy. I told you I'm not into men.
But this is like a whole secret site that I never knew of. I was like, ugh.
Well, why is it NSFW? I had to click to continue.
Oh, yes. Anyways, Nani, continue on going.
I was just talking about how Dad took us to the hanging tree.
Oh, yeah.
Hanging tree. And then, I don't know. I think maybe because I'm not used to Cattle Country, it's